We are aware that in spite of the matter in Court of Appeal, that on the 19th of June, that the governor of Rivers State went ahead to appoint caretaker committee members of the 23 local governments, in spite of the fact that the appeal court has stated clearly that all parties should maintain status quo on all the suits before the appeal court, and inclusive of even the matter in the Supreme Court. Now, what we observed from the list of caretaker committee members, we observed that across the 23 LGAs, that appointments were made from NOLGE members as part of the caretaker, whereas these NOLGE members are staff of the council. They are not supposed to be. And that is the reason why we observed recently that NOLGE has collaborated with NLC and TUC to carry out a protest tomorrow being the 24th day of June against the police report that the IG has ordered to stay in the councils to maintain law and order, so that there will not be any further death as we experience in Omoma local government. Therefore, we have decided to speak to the world today.
The local government chairman duly elected pursuant to the provisions of Section 7, Sub 1, as the Constitution of Nigeria enjoins. We are duly elected and we are in office up until the time that the Rivers State House of Assembly amended the law to extend our tenure. A lot of discourse has been going on and nobody is asking what led to the extension. Now you recall that even the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria allows for such extension in an event of force majeure, in an emergency. What happens? So the members of the Rivers State House of Assembly, led by the Right Honorable Martins Chika Mehule, rose to the occasion and amended the law in order for there not to be a vacuum, because the governor of the state, Siminalayi Fubara, was not prepared to hand over to democratically elected personnel. We are not people who are crazy about remaining in office. However, duty calls. This is a doctrine of necessity that has been invoked. Tomorrow, we've heard from publications by NOLGE under the leadership of one Mr. Clifford Paul, who masquerades as the chairman or president of NOLGE in Rivers State. They have dangerously entered the arena of political disputes. These are supposed to be civil servants. Like the mayor of Port Harcourt said, they have made nominations. Civil servants have made nominations into the illegal caretaker committee that were screened by Oko Jumbo and two others. And they did not resign their appointments pursuant to the provisions of the Rivers State local government law. For you to be a member of a caretaker committee, you must resign whatever appointment you hold. We are not aware that any of them have resigned. They have taken oath of office. So they cannot say they are calling for the police to vacate the premises of the various local governments because they want to go to work. These are people now who are dangerously aligned in the seeming disputes. It is not as if, all of you know us here. We are the chairman of the council. We have capacity to cause whatever violence that they want. But we will not do that. The reason we will not do that is that we cannot be seen to be maiming the same people we are leading. What is going on in Rivers State, what the Rivers State House of Assembly did, has been done in Zamfara without anybody throwing any stone, because that is the way to go. In the event that the government is not able to provide the enabling environment for elections to hold, the Assembly extended the tenure of the local government chairman in Zamfara for 6 months. And our sister state here, Akwa Ibom, has also done the same thing. What we have here is a situation where the governor is inept, inexperienced, and is now open to all kinds of advice, including from people who want to benefit from the system. So we are calling on the national president of Nolge to call his members in Rivers State to order. We are also calling local government council officials, staff, to refrain from any protest that their greedy leaders are going to drag them into. We are also aware that this illegal caretaker committee, as constituted by the governor, has gone ahead to make all kinds of announcements, including dissolution of standing committees have been appointed by us. All of those committees are still intact. We have enjoined our appointees to continue to discharge the functions I've given them by those who are democratically elected, those whom they've given their mandates. The issues are at various levels of court. As law-abiding citizens, we are going to await all that the courts will say. So we are not going to allow the police to be blackmailed. What the Nigerian police, albeit that they have stopped us from accessing our councils to discharge our civic obligations. Well, but we are happy with the police. We welcome what the Inspector General of Police has done in order to avert any further breakdown of law and order. We are aware that the CSO to the governor and his ADC went to Amoma and killed 2 personnel, including a policeman and a vigilante member. We are happy that the Inspector General of Police has set up a committee to investigate. The videos are all there of what happened on that day. And these gentlemen are walking the streets free. So all they want to do is for us to join them in that their newfound love for penchant for violence. We know most of those who work with the governor are incurable recidivists in these states. We know their capacity, we know their pedigree. But as law-abiding citizens, as persons who hold the mandate of the people in trust, we will not descend to that arena of violence, but we will defend our various local government headquarters from intruders. So we want to inform the world that Mr. Clifford, Paul, NLC, and all that, you recall that they had held a meeting with the governor from where they were mandated, they were induced to come out tomorrow to stage a protest. We will not fold our hands, because we are going to be meeting politicians. We are going to be meeting Nolge-turned politicians. We are going to be meeting NLC-turned politicians. We are going to be meeting TUC-turned politicians. So we felt we should tell you this, and for you to know that we cannot be cowed, we cannot be intimidated. This is a government, we all collectively, you recall that the 21 of us here, we are the coordinators of Governor Fubara campaign organization in our various local governments. So what is going on is beyond the imagination. But it is not unmindful that a man invests in a business and he is duped. Well, we consider ourselves as having been duped in the business we collectively invested in. Thank you very much.